Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you're watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your work will motivate me to be regular in working more for you. So let's start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in a daily time frame here. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures started this current uptrend in April 2021 from the levels of $2.469 after a breakout above the 200 days moving average in the daily chart. Here you can see that how the natural gas futures continued to move upward from here and finally found a resistance here at the levels of $4.190 on July 23rd, 2021, and here you can see that how the natural gas futures continued to remain under pressure up to August 26 below this resistance at 4.162 and finally found a breakout here on August 26, 2021. Since then, the natural gas futures maintained an uptrend up to the highs of the 6.526, what the natural gas futures tested on October 6, 2021. From here, a sharp sell-off was seen on that day and that continued up to the levels of the 5.668. So friends, here I find that the natural gas futures have finally defined a level that has turned into a resistance now, which once used to be a strong support for the natural gas futures well above the levels of the 5.5. So friends, here I find that level of the 5.546 seems to be not only resistance for the natural gas futures but a decisive level what the natural gas futures continue to test amid this journey up to November 8, 2021. And from here, you can see that how a meltdown was there in November 2021 and the natural gas futures continued to move downward up to the levels of the 4.717 what the natural gas futures tested on September 9, 2021. So and here I find that the levels of the 4.717 seems to be a level that has been broken down once again when the natural gas futures started to move upward from the levels of the 4.655 on November 22nd and once again tested a high at the levels of the 5.551 on November 26. But since then, the natural gas futures have been showing an extensive downward move during the last week, where we have seen that how the natural gas futures started that week from the levels of the 4.182 and continued to move downward up to the lows of the 4.051, where I find that this level seems to be a decisive level for the natural gas futures now, because here I find that despite the announcement of weekly withdrawal, natural gas futures found stiff resistance well above the levels of the 4.259 on last Friday, where it has formed an exhaustive candle on Friday, which looks evident enough for the continuation of bearish pressure in natural gas futures. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures start the upcoming week well below the levels of the 4.058 on the first trading session of the upcoming week with a gap down opening, we'll see the natural gas futures could try to defend the psychological support at $4, whereas I find that the natural gas futures could test the 200 days moving average support, which is a strong support for the natural gas futures in a daily time frame, from where a bounce back can be seen once again well up to the levels of the 4.777. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures are not able to hold above the levels of the 3.902, where the 200 days moving average can provide a strong support, we'll see this downward move to continue, where the natural gas futures could test the major support at the levels of the 3.726, where we have already seen an advent of an uptrend on August 19th, 2021, when the natural gas futures tested this supporting level. So friends, here I find that this seems to be the last supporting level for natural gas futures during the upcoming week, where I find that a breakdown below this level could push the natural futures towards the level of the 3, but here I don't find that the natural futures could take a downward move below this level, because here I find that the immediate support is at the levels of the 4 and the next strong support is at the 20 days moving average, which looks evident enough for a bouncing move for natural gas futures, because here I find that the value seeking buyers will prefer to go long from here, because currently we are trading the January contract. So friends, here I find that once again we could find a $1 move from here, well up to the lowest $4.9, where the immediate resistance can be seen at the 9 days moving average, which is currently at the lowest of the 4.8, and the next resistance will be at the 26 days moving average, which is currently at the lowest of the 4.959. Friends, here I find that the natural gas futures could even test the lower end of Ichimoku cloud during the upcoming week, which is currently at the lowest of the 5.161. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas bulls successfully find a breakout above the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, undoubtedly the natural gas futures could test the lowest of the 5.546 during the upcoming week. So friends, here the volatility could be very high during the upcoming week, but here I find that the trading range could be from the lowest of the 3.726 on the lower side, and on the upper side the natural gas futures could test the lowest of the 5.654. So friends, this will be my expected trading zone for the natural gas futures. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures find a sustained move well above the levels of the 5.551, we'll see a sharp upward move up to the levels of the 5.911 during the upcoming week. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.